Perfect, and I'll start.
There you go.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Team Inspiration Family Team Call. We are really excited to be doing these calls with you guys again on Tuesdays, Team Call Tuesday. And the way we set it up for the moment, we're going to try with Meg and I leading the morning calls, the daytime calls, and our evening calls will be led by Lindsay and Aaron. And we will let you guys know more about when the evening calls are starting, but we want to alternate them to hopefully catch some of you live on the call with us. We know not everybody can make daytime, but this also works for us four as leaders, that we can split it up. You know, it's divide and conquer. And at any point, let us know what your questions are so that we can address them, and you guys can always watch these recordings and get your answers. And if that leads to more questions, just let us know. So we've got a couple of questions that we will get to on today's call. We are going to try to zip through so that we make the best use of your time. And the first topic, I guess, Meg, is what to post every day through the week, like theme type posts. What do I even post? I'm a new coach. I have no idea what to say because I'm not going to be licking my Shakeology bottle, right?
Don't do that.
No, not at all. And you know, we get that because it helps to have a plan. And so we've got a few ideas to share with you guys that you can take and modify to make it your own using your personality. And it wouldn't make much sense for me to do a theme post that had to do with coffee. Everybody's going to see right through that. I hate coffee. I don't drink coffee. We don't have coffee in our house. So you need to really bring your own personality to whatever it is you're doing. Okay? So, Meg.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go off the coffee thing and say that I have this because this is my lifeblood. But I have to tell you, in all mom fashion, this is from yesterday. So just to let you know a little bit about my life. So yesterday, Patrick worked an 8-hour day and Charlie came home sick, vomiting. The night before, Gwen was up constantly. So Patrick had to go to Target and get a few things. And I said, please, God, pick me up a Starbucks coffee. So he was nice enough to do that. And I was like, great, that'll last me all through tomorrow night. So that's what I do. I put it in the fridge and then I drink leftover coffee the next day because it's just that good. And I'm a Starbucks snob. Anyway, so that will literally, I will milk that all yesterday and all day today. Okay. So Lindsay brought up a really good question about what to post and how to even know what to do throughout the week on social media. And I think that there are several schools of thoughts with this. The first thing is that you want to always provide value. You want your people coming to your page and wanting to follow you every day to see what you're doing. They're voyeurs. They want to see what you're doing. They want to see what you look like. They want to know what you're going to say. They want to learn about you and your life because they find you interesting. Make your posts to meet that need. And so the other thing too is that, like Sherilyn said, you have to be authentic. So if I were to post this leftover coffee post, only my really close friends would know that that is so super legit. Like, that's me. Like, I will drink leftover coffee for days and days if it's from store-bought Starbucks because I just am that obsessed with it. So that would have made sense for me. And maybe some people can relate to that. Some people may think I'm nuts for it. But that would be an authentic me, valuable post about my life with sick kids and how this has just lightened my day. So a really good idea of what to post is if you follow Melinda Stankowski. She has a like page, and every day she has a theme for what she posts. Monday is like a motivational quote or Monday mantra. She's done this ever since the start of her like page, and it gives her ideas of just what to post about every day, because the more you're on social media, the more people see you, they're going to feel like they know you. I mean, let's face it, I've never, ever met Sherilyn in person, but she's one of my best friends because we're always on social media together. So if you are sharing your life, the good, the bad, and the ugly every single day, people kind of feel like they know you and that you guys are close. So if you don't post on social media and you want to grow your business, you need to start posting on social media. So little tips to help guide you as to what to do would be like what Melinda does. Monday mantra. Tuesday could be a transformation Tuesday. I've started now posting before and afters of my VIP ladies, or before and durings, I should say, of my VIP ladies, because A, they're committed and they're awesome and they're getting great results, and B, social proof is going to be the way that you're going to grow this business, because it gives you credibility. It gives you the view in other people's eyes that what you're doing works and that they need to jump in on this, because we've got the shizzle over here and you're missing out if you're not with us. I think Wednesday would be something like, what did we say, Cher, with like a workout Wednesday?
Workout Wednesday, you could do Wisdom Wednesday.
Right. Like a motivational quote for like wisdom, or you could talk about your work, like what you do for your work. Like with me, with nursing, I could post like a funny nursing meme or a nurse practitioner meme, or like, something related to what you did, or even what you're doing now as a mom, being a mom and, your potty training. You could post funny things about either your workout or your work or your life or something on a Wednesday. Thursday, Cher. What did we say for Thursday?
Thursday was a good idea.
What did you say?
Thankful Thursday.
Right, something you're thankful for. Yeah,
Thursday.
Thursday,
That's a great way to give tips on water and, showing how you infuse your water with different fruits, because you maybe don't like to drink plain water. Any opportunity that when you're consistent with this, people will, maybe they don't want to see, or you do workout Wednesdays, maybe people don't want to see that, but people maybe can't wait for your ideas with, a Thankful Thursday. Give them some tips on how to do gratitude.
And even for Tuesday, if you don't have a Transformation Tuesday, you could. I know that Melinda does a Tasty Tuesday, so she'll share a recipe of something that she's going to be making for her family tonight, or a crock pot recipe or something. Friday would be, a funny Friday. Melinda has these funny pictures of just, really funny posts, funny memes of things that just get you laughing on a Friday. Or it could be Family Friday. What if post a picture of your child, or post a picture of your family, or what you're doing for fun, or things that you enjoy doing for fun. Saturday and Sunday, normally I post about what I'm doing with my kids and my husband, because he's off of work. We're usually doing soccer. I love to watch my kids play. I tape them playing. I post them playing. I feel like people see that I am a mom, I am busy, I have other things going on, and this is my life, and I'm sharing it with all of you. And I know that there's varying degrees of how people feel comfortable with that, but ultimately, if you have this as your business is social media, because it's really going to be hard to build your business on social media if you're not on social media. People don't see you and know you and learn about you. So that's kind of our tips for just starting out with understanding what sort of things to post each day of the week. And if you can consistently post during the week, even if it's once a day, if it's something that provides value and it keeps people interested and it shares your life, and this could be, good things, this could be bad things, this could be anything that you're struggling with. It just helps to keep you more real and to show that, we're all not perfect, we all have imperfections, and that's what makes us awesome. And another thing too, I wanted to mention, once a week, every single week, you need to be sharing a little breadcrumb about your story. So that could be on a Tuesday when you just talk a little bit about your transformation. It could be recent before and after. It could be just about how your endurance has gotten better. It could be anything that shares a little bit about your story, because people want to learn about you and specifically why you're on this journey. So if you can share a little tiny piece of that, then that will help people to trust you, because building trust, having people trust you, is one of the most important things you can do on social media. And that's a really good way of doing it.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any questions?
People don't want to share too much with you if they don't trust you. So you want to make sure that you're there, you're available, you're open to listening to whatever it is that you're customers, clients, that what they want to share with you. So when they feel that they know you, again, like Meg said, you can best friends with people that you've never ever met in person because they know you, they've been watching you.
Yeah.
Super important.
Yeah, I got a message another, I think it was a few days ago. I was doing my check-ins and one of the women wrote me, she's like, I feel like I've known you for years. And I'm like, okay, then that means I've done my job. If people feel like they've known me, and they know all about, like, and I always bring up the fact that I have a preemie and that, you know, just certain life struggles, then it just makes you that much more relatable. And I never knew that I knew so many people that had premature babies as well until I brought that out. And they're like, oh, my baby was a 24-week or oh, mine was a 32. And so we automatically have that common bond because preemie moms have a bond. And it's thick. It's a thick bond. So if you can find that bond with someone, could be related to anything, that's going to make you more trustworthy.
That is so true, because until you share something that maybe isn't talked about as much in society.
More baby?
My sister lost her first baby at 40 weeks. And then she got pregnant again right away, and she ended up, it was tubal, and she ended up, you know, with only one tube after that. Anyway, but in our struggle as a family, we had no idea that we were in a small town. I mean, there's 1,000 people in our town. We had no idea that there was like 10 or 15 other families that had gone through this at some point, families that I've known my whole life. Things like that just aren't talked about. So, you know, in Meg and her sharing her journey with having a preemie, we all have something that we can share. And sometimes we think it's not really very much, but it's like, it's a big part of us, and it's super important to us. And there will be somebody else with that same situation.
Right.
They're out there.
Yeah. And what was the other question, Cher, that was
the
it?
other question was how to get people to commit.
Okay. So if you are thinking about joining our next coach training group, which is going to start on Monday, this is the time to do it, because we have completely revamped our entire Coach Basics. And we have decided that we are going with a whole new system of the way that we do things. It's a whole mindset shift in how we want you guys to run your businesses. And it's going to take the traditional thoughts and it's going to completely turn them upside down. So getting people to commit is one of the things that I struggled with for the first, I'll be a coach 3 years in June. And the first couple years I would just run my free groups, and people saw me, I guess I inspired them, and then they were able to finally commit and order. However, I noticed that something else needed to be done. People just weren't committing. And so when Court of Force started to launch, or was beginning to launch, that's when I, through the website group that we belong to, one of the head leaders came up with this great idea to do these beta groups. And that's what we're going to share with you guys. And a lot of that is going to be discussed in Coach Basics. I don't want to give away those pearls now, because the meat and potatoes is in that group. And we're going to walk you through every single step of how to get people to commit, how to get them into your beta groups. But the biggest, most essential piece of getting anybody to commit is, in my opinion, sharing proof on social media. And that means getting your challengers to share their before and afters, sharing yours, of course, is important, but over time, people want to see other before and afters. And that's where your challengers are going to come into play. Asking them to share their before and afters with you. And if they can, incentivizing. If people don't want to do it, be like, listen, if I get 5 really awesome before and after pictures and I'm able to share them on social media, I will send each of you a little prize or something, just to incentivize getting people to feel comfortable. Even if you cut off their heads, I cut off heads all the time. I keep their pictures anonymous. It's totally their comfort zone. Sharing on social media what the before and afters are is going to give you credibility. Go ahead, Cher. Sorry.
Yeah, well, people want to know that you know what you're doing. And it's one thing to have your own transformation or be on your journey. It kind of goes back with ensuring that you are working out, that you are drinking your Shakeology and you're eating right. If people are watching you and you're going off on a bad path, nobody wants to join that. Now, they can relate to struggles. That's totally different. But if they see that, you used to work out, you used to eat well, and now every second day is a picture of you and a donut or a cupcake and a bunch of booze, people are going to be like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, is that who I want to work with? You need to set the example in how you live as well in getting people to commit. And you need to make sure, again, with sharing every day, like, Meg suggested the Monday, the Tuesday, that's where people can really get to know you. They will trust you. They will see that you're doing it, but then they will see that you are actually helping other people. And some people don't want to share their photos. They really don't. You know what? If they don't want to send a photo, get a testimonial, get them to Facebook message you and say, hey, I've been working with Meg for 3 months now, and I've lost 15 pounds and 12 inches. I sleep better. I'm more patient with my children. Get them to just share with you how their life was before and how their life is now and how you played a role in that, because you're showing up every day for these people and you're there to support them when they have a bad day. You're there to help pick them up. When they have a great day, you're there to celebrate, and even celebrating small successes with them. I've got one lady right now, she's focusing on drinking enough water every day. She's so overwhelmed with everything. It's not about losing 20 pounds. We're celebrating that she drank her water every day for a week straight. Those are things you can share. They don't have to be 50-pound weight losses.
Right. And they don't have to be pictures. Cher's right. They could be just written testimonials. It could just be, one single word quote. It doesn't have to be anything profound, but it just has to show that, we are on their side and we are helping them. And that's the main goal that we want to provide to people, is that we want to help people, because we have all gotten such great results and we have such a passion for this that we want to share it with other people. And we feel like, I remember when I first started, I felt bad not sharing it with people. I'm like, guys, you have got to try this because this is awesome. And it will make you feel so much better. It's that passion that only comes from being proof of it that we can share it with other people. And so even by just doing small testimonials or asking people, another good thing is when your groups end, like I just had a Butts and Guts just end on Sunday. And I have messaged a couple of the moms who literally, one mom was holding her baby and was doing squats because he wouldn't take a nap. And I'm like, can I share that? Can I share a couple screenshots of that video and just give you props for still getting this workout done and still holding your baby and getting these lunges done with 20 additional pounds? She's like, sure. Or this one child that, this mom that I know, her daughter has tracheomalacia. And so she has a G-tube and she has to be fed enterally 20 hours out of the day. This young mom stepped up and committed to the Butts and Guts, even with a fussy daughter, trying to manage these tube feeds. And I'm like, I want to, make a post on social media about you and how amazing you are. And she's like, sure. So if you just kind of get out of that comfort zone and say, can I feature you? Can I talk about you? Can I give you props? They will be so honored that A, you're paying attention to them, and B, that you care enough to even notice. And they're all saying, yes, go for it, go for it. So I think it's just us asking for things. We tend to not want to do that because it makes us feel icky. But if we just say, hey, can you share with me your thoughts about my group? Can I post that? What did you like about this group that I just had? Can I share that on social media so I can try to inspire other women who are just like you? Just asking, it can't hurt, right? And what if they say no, they say no. BFD, move on, just say, okay, thanks anyway, no worries, and just ask somebody else, So do you guys have any questions or any other topics? We've been on for 20 minutes. Let me unmute and I'm gonna unmute Paige. Okay. Can you guys, wait a minute. Okay.
Hey, Paige, where are you?
Oh, Paige, I think cut out all of a sudden. Crap.
Paige is being photobombed there.
She is. Oh, yeah, she cut out. Bummer. And how about you? Have you noticed anything? Are you asking for referrals or opinions or pictures or?
No, but what you just said, I think totally makes sense. I remember, when I joined you like this time last year. Okay, in a minute, babe. Of course, now they want things now that I'm like talking. I remember being honestly very like flattered when you first asked me, what I liked and how things were going, and could you share some of my thoughts and like my before and afters. Like, I remember being flattered, and thinking like, oh wow, like, she's paying attention to me and she thinks that I contribute valuably, to this group and to this, to this challenge group that we're in, and and she thinks my results are good, so I think that it does, I think it does help a lot with, boosting people's kind of like self-esteem and letting them know that they're a valuable contributing member of your group.
And I think too, I mean, my avatar, your avatar, I'm assuming, is stay-at-home moms. And, we get lost in the days. We get lost in the naps and the meals and the cleanups and the toys. And it's kind of like our days just kind of, mesh together. And so if, it's not like we're not noticed or we're anonymous. It's just that, our priority is our children, and let's face it, children are selfish. And so we're kind of like give, and then we get, pooped on or whatever. So I think if we really value these moms, these women that are home and they're busting their butts to be great moms and to be available, and giving them some props, giving them some recognition, I think just really helps to build everybody's confidence, and everybody's more confidence. I think that especially when you're postpartum and your body's all out of whack and your hormones are all out of whack, if you step out of your way to help someone feel better during that time, I guarantee you they're going to remember, and they're going to really find value in what you do. And they know that it's coming from a pure heart and not just from, whatever.
And if you're in it, if you are a stay-at-home mom, I mean, not to detract at all from working moms, but if you're a stay-at-home mom and you are managing the household and the kids and the meals and the groceries, and also then when one of your kids or both of your kids or 6 of your kids are finally napping, and you do work out for 30 minutes instead of like collapsing on the sofa and like watching DVR, which is called for sometimes. But if you do have that, motivation, and you do start getting results, it's something to be proud of.
Absolutely.
People say I feel like people say like, oh, how do you find the time? And I give mad props to those of you who are up at 4 or 5 in the morning working out before all this kind of stuff. I'm not a 5 a.m. workout person. And so, it's just, you find the time where you can,
Yeah, and I think that's a really good point too. And the same can be said for coaching in general. So if this is what you want to make as a business, I knew for myself, I wanted this from the beginning. I knew I wanted to make residual income because I wasn't working as an NP full-time, and it kept me busy, and it was helping others, and it was doing what I love aside from nursing. So the same thing can be said for our businesses. If you guys want it, just like working out, if you guys want it and you want results, then you got to put in the time. Just like your workouts. If you want results, you got to put in the 30 minutes a day or whatever it is to get your workout in. Same thing with your business. If it means that much to you, you will make time for it. You will. You will find the time. Yeah.
I agree with that, because when I started coaching, it's almost 4 years ago, and I worked managing a medical clinic probably 50 to 60 hours a week. On top of that, I did medical transcription working from home for 20 hours a week. So, and then I still had, 2 children and a husband, and I coached volleyball and softball and whatever else. And yeah, it kind of comes back to knowing why you're doing this. Why are you showing up? Like, why do you even care? That applies to your workout. That applies to your business. That applies to everything in your personal life. Why are you showing up? You really need to hone in on your purpose and your passions. And the Coach Basics, yeah, that's where it's at, coaches, because we go right, we'll start with some of that stuff so that you can really build on a solid foundation and not just learn that you need to do this and this and this as a task. And then at some point you're like, this doesn't feel right. Like it is mindset, like Meg had mentioned. Mindset with coaching, mindset with life in general, mindset with your fitness, mindset with your nutrition, your relationships. All those need to come together for you to, have a fulfilling life. And that's what we want for everybody.
Yep, well said. All right, well, I think it's been almost 30 minutes. If anybody has any other questions, if you're watching this as a recording, I'm going to upload this to YouTube and put the link available on the team pages. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to post them in the comment section of that post, and then we can address them. I know that there were some issues or some questions about like pages, which is a whole other talk, a whole other thing that needs to has its own team call. Yeah, we can't talk about like pages right now. We'll be here till 3. But I can tell you this. If you want to grow your business, you have to have a like page. That's all I'm going to say. But we can talk about like pages at another time. There was another question too about how to get people in your warm market to commit. Again, the answer is Coach Basics, the Coach Training Academy that we're starting. That all is going to be addressed in there. If you're not in the next coach training that starts on Monday, definitely let your upline know, me, Sherilyn, or Erin, and Lindsay, and we will get you in. There's 4 of us co-leading, co-running that group. Is there anything else I forgot, Cher?
I don't think so. I think you kind of wrapped it all up. I mean, and as far as, often on the calls, we would go over accolades and news, what's going on. Check your Coach Online office, guys, at least once a week, minimally.
Yeah.
Ideally, pop in there a bit more often. But, part of that, the onus is on you to do a lot with your business. I mean, we can want it for you. I mean, we want it desperately for everybody to have their level of success, but we can't ultimately do the work for people. I mean, we all need to take responsibility for ourselves in it. We're definitely here to help and support, and I mean, that's why we've got that coach training, which is going to be epic. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And I think too, what else was I going to say? Usually we would talk about, which challenge packs were on sale, but as you guys know, that stuff isn't happening anymore. They changed that. So it's basically just, there are no sale challenge packs anymore. It's just all access that is the best deal per year, but all of your challenge packs are back at regular prices. And I have an amazing shout out for Paige, who hit Success Club 4. I'm so proud of her, and it's just it's really awesome. So I'm hoping that we can, as spring and as the warm weather starts, people are starting to, oh my gosh, I have to start putting on shorts, and I have to start taking off this whole layer of winter weight. That it's our job now, guys, to start posting those breadcrumbs, those breadcrumb posts where we're talking about shorts coming up in warm weather, and we've got a plan, and we're doing what we need to do, and summer bodies are made in the winter, and really trying to get people motivated for spring and summer, because I guarantee you they're going to come out of the woodwork. And if you're posting and they know you're posting, they're going to come to you first. They're going to say, hey, I know that you are a coach and that you are what you do, and I want to do what you're doing. So it's up to us to post and to be consistent.
And that makes it easier to get your warm market to commit, is by them contacting you, because then you know for sure they are ready to roll. So that's a perfect tip there, Meg. That kind of almost solves that problem.
Yep. And it's one of those things where sometimes you may have to give tough love. I gave tough love a couple times to people and be like, this is what I'm doing and this is what works. So if you want to do what works, you need to do this. And a lot of them are like, okay, you're right. And then they commit and I'm like, okay. And they're getting results. I'm like, see, if you do it, if you put in the work, if you put in the time, I guarantee you, you'll get results. So sometimes you just kind of also have the mindset that if you want to do what I'm doing, great. If you want to get results, great. If you don't, go for it. You can do whatever you want. I will be here in 3, 4, 8, 9, 12 months, still getting results. And when you're ready, I'll be here. And you can join. You can do what I'm doing. If not, you know?
Yeah.
That's cool too. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to stop recording right now.